Hi everyone, welcome from Acumen Accounting. Today's video is about the self-employment grants. Most of the people are now asking us the question, do they really have to pay these grants back or not? So if you have claimed these grants during the lockdown, when the country went into the strict lockdown because of this pandemic, and you were unable to trade, or your business has affected significantly because of the restricted trade, you have done the right thing claiming these grants, because that was the purpose behind it. And you have to basically claim these to make sure you still pay your bills and your businesses keep ticking. So as an individual or as a business, if you have claimed the grant during these circumstances, you've done the right thing, because that was the whole purpose of these grants. But if your turnover is increased and you have collected more money, you may have to pay the grant back. But if it's just because of just one-off contract, or you have probably received during the lockdown, just to increase your turnover because of one-off contract, or the job you have took over, which increase your turnover, in that circumstances, you probably don't have to pay anything back. But this is the point where your accountant will come, because you have to declare these grants under your self-employment section, in the section there where you put all the grants. So if you have claimed all these grants, just make sure you give all the information to your accountants, because they need that information to complete your return. If you don't give them the information, or the information is incorrect, so at a later stage, you probably receive a letter from HMRC asking you to give further information, or probably you receive a higher tax bill, because if you look at overall, if you put these grants in, basically your taxable income increase, and you pay tax and an eye on your total your profits you have received in the tax period. So that's important. You give that information to your accountants. If you are struggling and if you think you don't have that information, where to get it, basically these grants are paid into your bank account. It's very simple. You just need to go to your bank statements and review it and see the money coming in from the HMRC in the shape of self-employment income support scheme, or any of the grants you have received, because all these grants are taxable and they need to go in your tax return. So again, I'll come back to the question when people say, do I really have to pay back? Yes, you have to pay the grants back if you have made a good income during the lockdown period and your profit is increased. But if it's just because of the one-off contracts or any other job you have done, you may don't have to pay that. But again, as an accountant, we need to look into that. We need to see what circumstances has increased your turnover, what other factors are involved. And if you don't have to pay back, we'll simply declare in your tax return, and at the end of the day, you will just pay tax on your profit during the activity of your tax year. But if you don't, but if you have to pay it back, we need to basically get in touch with the HMRC. We need to explain them, look, we have claimed this grant during the difficult time. We were uncertain how our business is going to react, or as an individual, you were unsure how your profit were going to be affected. So on these circumstances, you have done the right thing claiming the grant, but now you are done your paperwork. You are in the position where you can see you have made good money, or you have made similar to the previous tax years. In this circumstances, you just basically contact HMRC and you can just return that grant you have received. Ethically, morally, I think it's the right thing to do. But again, if you need further information on that, and if you think you are unsure about it, how your circumstances are, and you need to speak to somebody specialist, we at Acumen Accounting give you free appointments up to 60 minutes. You can get in touch with us. Just go to simply on our website, acumenaccounting.co.uk, and you can book an appointment. Again, every individual is different. Every individual circumstances are different. So if your circumstances are different to your friends, don't just compare it. Because what I seen as an accountant is most of the people come and say, oh, my friend done this and my uncle is doing this, is different, his tax position is different, your circumstances are totally different. So in that case, I always strongly recommend, please just speak to a professional, speak to the person who know what they are doing. So that will make your life easier as well. Again, thank you for listening us. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye for now.